The Secret Service says it was only able to provide one text message to the committee investigating the attack on the Capitol on January 6, 2021. And the service claims additional texts from January 6th and the day before were actually deleted despite multiple requests from Congress and the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General to preserve them and a legal obligation to do so. So let's talk to ABC News Chief Washington Correspondent John Carl, who knows the ins and outs of all of this. John, this just feels shady, right? I mean, now, is there this innocent software glitch? They were changing systems that could have eaten these, or is this possible that there were a number of Secret Service agents around President Trump who were aware of what might have been going down and willingly deleted their messages because they didn't want to rat them out or have legal exposure themselves?
Well, here's one very important point to clarify about this, Terry, and that is that these messages, according to the service, none of them were actually deleted by the officers or the agents themselves. They were deleted by the IT team that was switching out the devices. So what the agents, officers, employees of the Secret Service who did not preserve their messages failed to do was to take the step of basically uploading those messages to preserve them before this data migration was to happen, or this device refresh was to happen. So it wasn't like you had a situation where you had Secret Services going on their phones and you know, one by one deleting messages. They didn't do it. The messages were deleted outside of the Secret Service by the IT team. But look, the appearance here is god awful. You know, first of all, there is something, as you know, called the Federal Records Act, which requires that such records be preserved. And we are told that the service put out notices not once but twice to its employees saying that this device refresh was going to be happening and that employees should preserve their messages, you know, effectively uploading them so they can be preserved. So whether it was innocent or just negligence or malfeasance, unclear, but it certainly doesn't look good.
But that is extremely helpful, John, that the evidence shows that it wasn't individual agents going through and deleting there. And the service, the agency says it will make experts available to the investigation. But let's talk about the role of the Secret Service in this investigation. After Cassidy Hutchinson's bombshell testimony, they claimed Donald Trump demanded to go to the Capitol right after his speech on January 6th, that he lunged at one of the Secret Service agents. The agents immediately denied that claim, the picture of what was going on in that SUV, and they've offered to testify on the record. So what's going to happen about this conflict in testimony?
Well, it's interesting. The Secret Service actually has not contradicted Cassidy Hutchinson on the record. There's been nothing from the Secret Service. The only on-the-record statement related to her testimony was expressing the willingness to cooperate fully with the committee. There was an off-the-record. I mean, there was an anonymous source. It was identified the same way by all news organizations. A source close to the Secret Service disputes her account of what happened in the presidential vehicle. But the Secret Service has said nothing on the record to dispute her testimony or to confirm her testimony. And I'm told, Terry, that as of now, the interview that's been offered up has not happened yet. I can't tell you exactly why. I haven't gotten a straight answer on this. But the committee has not yet had a deposition since Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony with either Tony Ornato, the deputy chief of staff who told Cassidy Hutchinson that story, or the lead agent that was in the car, or the driver of that car. None of them so far have talked to the committee since her testimony.
So a lot more to come in this investigation, even though it is wrapping up its public hearings. But I want to turn to the other big story on this general subject. It's the second day of testimony in the case against Steve Bannon, former President Trump's campaign manager consigliere in so many ways. Bannon's on trial for contempt of Congress because he refused to cooperate with that committee. What do we learn in this case? What's it like there?
Well, we haven't learned much. The case is pretty simple. It's, Bannon was subpoenaed and he refused to go. He didn't hide the fact he was refusing to go. He talked about it, boasted about it, attacking the committee on his podcast. And the hearing has gone forward. Right now, we've just heard a witness, which is the key staffer on the committee that was corresponding with Bannon's attorney. She's explained that they subpoenaed him, that they rejected and they told the lawyer they rejected the idea that he had some kind of privilege. He was not a White House employee. There was no claim of executive privilege. And, Bannon is going out in front of the courthouse every day and claiming this is all some big partisan campaign to get him. But it seems like a pretty simple case, and it's going along pretty quickly.
Maybe he's expecting Trump to run again, win again, and pardon him again.
Yeah, it's happened before, right? I mean,
that's right. John Karl, thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.